Hey guys, welcome back to Diesel Plays. Oh, thank you all so much for tuning in to me. Professor Diesel is in the house. That's right, guys. Today is gonna be a subscriber special because one of the subscribers actually requested for me to make this video on melee damage. You know, your character actually has a start out melee damage of 100%, but you can actually increase it as much as you want depending on how much stats you're gonna pump into that. So what does it actually affect? You know, Arc Wiki says that it affects only melee weapons. It doesn't affect ranged weapons, and some of the guys I've been hearing rumors that it affects ranged weapons like the bow, and it inflicts more torpor and something like that. We're gonna clarify all of that today, guys. I'm gonna test out every single weapon. We're gonna go to the extent of even testing out on the flamethrowers, C4s, and grenades. Yeah, that's right, guys. Because here we are in Diesel Plays Arc, and we're not gonna leave anything to chance. So that's the first thing we're gonna do. Second thing we're gonna do is that we're gonna check out the torpor infliction for each of the weapons. For example, if you have like 100% melee damage versus 150% melee damage, do you have a different torpor output for different weapons? Not too sure. We're gonna check that out. And lastly, we are going to check out the gather rates. We're gonna do 100% melee weapon damage versus 150% melee weapon damage comparison on how much metal you can actually collect. So before we get to that, to all my subscribers, thank you all so much, guys. Totally appreciate it, and let's get to it. Right, guys, results time. So let's take a look at the weapon damage of every single weapon in the game. So I'm just gonna leave it here a few seconds so that you guys can, take a screenshot and save it on the desktop or something, because I think this is really useful information. So after that, what I actually did was that I went ahead and I pumped in stats into my melee damage and actually found out that the increase of melee damage only affects the melee weapons, for example like the pike, sword, and the club. And as for the hybrid weapons like the spear and the boomerangs, which you can actually do either a melee attack or you can actually throw it, only the melee damage actually increases. So I guess the devs were really careful when it came to this. So in terms of torpor increment, it's the same, guys. Only the club has an increased torpor if you increase your melee damage. And as for the boomerang, only his melee attack does the increase in torpor. As for the throw, it remains exactly the same. The bow, compound bow, and all the rest remain unchanged. And lastly, resource gathering. Do you get more resource if you increase your melee damage? Yes, you do. But how much more? For example, alright, at 100% melee damage for metal gathering, you can get about 200 on an average. And the number of hits to fully harvest the whole metal node is about 39 to 40 hits. And if you increase your melee damage to 150%, you get like 230 metal on average, with a reduced number of hits between 28 to 29. But just remember something, guys, between 100% melee damage to 150% melee damage, that's 10 levels that you guys are actually pumping stats into. And in the official servers, levels can really mean a lot. And look at the metal gathering difference, 230 on average to 200. It's only 30 more metals, which I don't think it's worth at all, guys. So I wouldn't go the direction of pumping in stats into my melee damage so that I can get more resource. maybe one or two, I'm not too sure. Maybe if I need like more cash or more wood at the beginning of the game, but you know, towards the end of the game, go ahead, go and get a beaver, go and get an Anki or a mantis, and then you can go ahead and farm even more better. Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Diesel Plays Ark, and it's shoutout time. So I'm gonna give a shout out to Prodigy, Sweezy, Len, Aussie Sprayed, who has always been giving me great commands, Captain Regnan, Hentai for Smash, Osama Shivkal, Blake Melcher, Damien Urache, Preston Anderson, Michael Goneri, Zachary Colvin, and Dominic Workman. This 12 guys and all my other subscribers, the 4,000 something of you. I love you all, guys. Thank you all so much. It really means a lot to me. And of course, the small clip that was actually played before this was actually made by one of my subscribers, Ashton Nuts. So thanks, buddy. I totally appreciate it. And once in a while, I'm gonna give a huge shout out like this. And whenever you see that clip playing, you guys know it's gonna be shout out time, guys. So for those guys who have not subbed yet, remember to smash the sub button, leave your likes behind, and also remember to comment on the video. I'm speaking too fast because I'm so excited. Right guys, till next time, take care and goodbye.